Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter-Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will start this game off. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Back to pass, it's Williamson. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
The give to the tailback. He's in open space downfield. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, NC State! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Matthews. He fires to the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Breaks in the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. On the move is the 30. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Chanticleer. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run. It took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those passing guys that get there.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Williamson. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Finds his man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. To the air, it's Matthews. Finds his man down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Working that left side now. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Handoff from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Williamson. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The shot that clears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the shot that clears will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marked it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
It feels like everything this play caller is called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only... games, nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Trying play action. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The solid return there offsets some of the sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Matthews. Steps away to find some room. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Quarterback keeps it. Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, NC State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can... There he goes! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The shot that clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Etienne. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the shot that clears are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air, it's Matthews. Catch in the middle, it's Bridges. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Chanticleers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. Fires to the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Scanning the field, it's Williamson. Plucks it out of the air. Tripped up for the tackle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Looking to throw on first down. catch in the middle. It's Wiggins.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the bag and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Williamson. Trying to pull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Coastal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Gibbs. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Matthews. Going deep. Makes the grab down the left side. He's loose, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Nick.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Williamson. He's got his man.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give and tick, 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 tick. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
On 1st down from their own 22. They're going to ride this running back.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
He wants to change this route. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.